The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Let's go. Penix gonna throw right away. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Robinson. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. From the gun, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On first down, it's Penix. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it.
Bijan Robinson inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. On is Koo for the point after. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Past midfield. It's a foot race. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 103 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's now 14-7. out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. 31 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. He is in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Atlanta. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 21-7 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And this throw batted away and incomplete. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Raven first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Throwing Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a first carry for their running back. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. We are through 1. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. On fourth down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Now Jackson, this a designed run. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third and short, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's still on his feet. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. It's a big one for the Ravens. The gain is 64. A run on 1st and goal. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Let's go. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Pet. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Tampa. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Jackson now. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give him credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Now, Jackson. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll throw. It's Penix. That one intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens will have great field position right around midfield.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. and bring up third down.
Quick.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Baltimore.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Here's a run. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before third down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. On play action, under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
These are the plays that drive a coach crazy. Third and goal. You put the ball into the hands of your quarterback and you trust them to make good decisions. But in this case, once there was nowhere to go with the ball, once all the throwing lanes were taken away, this ball needs to come out. You cannot take a sack and make fourth and goal that much more difficult.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
A pair of first downs gives them first and 10 up at the 40. Here's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, here's Penix. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
On third down, Penix. Now a deep ball here for Collins. Whoa! And the Ravens are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 11 there, and a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Carter is the motion man. He's into space past the 25. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's into the end zone. Kez Walker. Touchdown, Ravens.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Point after now from Tucker. He gets it to go. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Penix. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. Jackson looking to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On 1st down, it's Penix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stephens. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one. Offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time on 4th and 1. 35 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's got another one. Nico Collins. Touchdown Falcons. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Wiggins.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
2nd down, Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Back to throw, Jackson. Open man, right side, he's got it. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it's...
And he will get into the end zone. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Jackson now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Baltimore. And a short pickup down to the 21. Here's a 2nd and 9. Carter is the motion man. Throwing Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll try to set up the screen here. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. A design run here with Jackson. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. And the Falcons first down. So, no shortage of offense. Throwing now from the gun.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short, but there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he will power his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one. That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. Let's go, baby!
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now the return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will go all the way. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here. You had no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion comes Walker. Here's a toss, right side. And he'll get about 5. They'll run on 2nd down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
3rd and 5.
Yo.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The running back is the ball carrier. He was brought down by Kaden Ellis. A gain of 4 brings up 4th down and...
So it's a win here for the Ravens. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory.